Welcome to the Hidden Palace with Skyblaze.
Good morning, afternoon, evening or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Skyblaze and this is the Hidden Palace here on RadioSEGA as part of this special anniversary event. As we're here to celebrate 10 years of live shows on RadioSEGA, let's have a look at other anniversaries that Sega have had. So, wow, the chat's really active. Hello everyone! I hope you're going to enjoy the show. So one of the more recent anniversary game celebration things was the 10th anniversary for Bayonetta and Vanquish, both of which were released in 2010. Those games were both being developed by Platinum Games and published by Sega. They recently had a 10th anniversary, and to celebrate it, a double pack was released for the PS4 and Xbox One. These featured improved graphics and loading times from their original PS3 and Xbox 360 debuts. They also have support for 4K and 60 FPS graphics. And as I said, the loading times are infinitely improved, particularly for the PS3 version, where there's a section in Bayonetta where you... when you do it going a loading screen, there's like a thing where you're supposed to be able to practice your moves. There is literally no time for it because the next section loads so quickly that you don't really have time to practice anything apart from like a single attack. The physical edition of the games came out with a special Steelbook edition, and for those of you who are on PS4 who arranged the digital pre-order, you were treated to not one but two themes for your console. There was a standard Bayonetta/Vanquish theme for all pre-orders, and for those who pre-ordered before the 3rd of the 3rd, 2020, you got a unique 10th anniversary Bayonetta and Vanquish animated theme as well. If you are interested in some more details about how these games themselves play, I actually did a review of both of these on a website called Only SP, or Only Single Player. So if you go to the Only SP website or type in Only SP into Google, you'll be able to find my review on there. Shameless plug, yes. I have no shame whatsoever. So there we go. Very hidden. You can't see me, I'm hidden in plain sight. You don't have enough levels in Rogue, Veritex. Everyone knows you're there. The chat, as usual, is a bit mad. Mikhail's saying, send a link, please. Okay, bear with me a second, and I will see if I can find it. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's have some music while I go and dig out the link. So, from Bayonetta, we've got Destiny First Climax Angel Attack, and then from Vanquish, we've got Freight Train Battle Number 1. Enjoy those, and I'll dig the link out for you, and speak to you again after the break.
When I
And we are back. And that was Vanquish Freight Train Battle 1, and before that we had Bayonetta Destiny First Climax Angel Attack. Yeah, I really enjoyed Bayonetta. I found Vanquish a bit dull by comparison, but then I'm not a huge fan of shooters, so that might be the reason for it. Maybe it's just not for me, I don't know. If you enjoy it, great. The soundtrack's alright. The soundtrack for Bayonetta is amazing, though. Right, back to what I'm supposed to be talking about. Next up is the 10th anniversary of everyone's favourite Blue Hedgehog, Sonic. Now, really, I couldn't do a show about 10th anniversaries without this, could I? Come on. In 2001, Japan released the Sonic Adventure 2 Birthday Pack. This special edition came with Sonic Adventure 2, a gold disc which contained 23 tracks from across Sonic's game library up to Sonic Adventure 2, a history book which included the Sega Technical Institute's original premise for Sonic, as well as a collectible medal. The history book has Japanese and English sections, so it's not just for Japan. Although, this thing, as far as I can tell, was only released in Japan, and the pack was only available for, wait for it, 2 days. 2 days. 48 hours. You could only pick this up on the 23rd of the 6th, 2001, until the 24th of the 6th, 2001. The 23rd being the date that Sonic the Hedgehog was first released into the world on the Mega Drive. The most bizarre thing about this is that the entire thing, this special edition pack, would have cost you the same as a standard edition of Sonic Adventure 2. I don't even know. Strangely enough, my husband Grayfall was actually looking on this earlier today and saw a copy of the Sonic Adventure 2 birthday pack that was on sale for £45. I'm sure that must be a starting bid or something, because there is no way it's that cheap. No way. Considering how rare this thing must be. I mean, wow. I would like one of these one day, but only when I'm incredibly rich and have a lot more storage space than I do now. Veritex is saying that they do have the 10th anniversary box. You swine! Green Viper's saying, no, actually they're cheap. They are cheap. Right, okay, that's odd, considering how... I mean, they were only available for 2 days, and yet they're not actually that rare or that expensive. That's weird. That is so odd. Green Viper's saying they have a usual price of about £50. That's amazing. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye out for one of those when I have money then. And I'm not spending it all on video games. Ha 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 ha. Right, let's have some more music then. Yeah, it is so strange that that's the case. Well, there you go. If you've got a friend who's a mad Sonic fan and you've got 50 quid to shell out, then there you go. Or if you want it for your own collection. Okay, let's have some more music then. So, a couple of tracks from Sonic Adventure 2. First of all, we've got Cooperation for Cannon's Core version 2. And then, of course, I had to put it in there. I tried to resist and I just couldn't. We've got Escape from the City. So, enjoy that, and I will be back after the break to talk about a thing that is very close to a certain Green Viper's heart. See you then.
10 years live. March 12th to the 15th. Only on Radio Sega.
We are back, and that was Sonic Adventure 2 Escape from the City, although really it needs no introduction whatsoever. And before that we had Sonic Adventure 2 Cooperation for Cannon's Core version 2. Yeah, I still remember at Summer of Sonic several years ago, the time Gene Senaway was actually performing solo, and he wanted to do Escape from the City, but didn't have a vocalist. And the organisers said, don't worry, the crowd will fill in for you. But he's really, really shy, so he was like very nervous when the lyrics started up, and then the crowd started singing along, and he suddenly like threw his hair back and like instant transformation into Rock God. It was really adorable. June is very cute. Okay. Yeah, poor Rick on the chat said that his house was broken into and all of his collectible coins were stolen, including all of his Sonic coins. That's really sad. That is incredibly sad. Yeah, my stuff has been burgled before when I was still a student. My DVD collection, game collection, my original PlayStation, some of my jewellery, my PC speakers, weirdly, and the save file, the memory cards containing my completed saves for Final Fantasy 6 and 7. I was very annoyed. I did get most of the games replaced because I was under my parents' insurance. The only one that they couldn't replace was Breath of Fire 3, which in the time between me buying it and getting burgled, it'd suddenly become incredibly rare, and I still haven't got a copy of it, which is kind of sad. Anyway, back to the actual topic. Okay. Now on to an anniversary, which is another anniversary which has recently passed, and something that would be our dear leader, Green Viper, will be very interested in. Hatsune Miku! On the 13th of February this year, Japan released Hatsune Miku Project Diva Megamix, which is due a European release later this year. I'm going to loop my talkback music. This game is being released on the Nintendo Switch, features 100 tracks from Hatsune Miku's 10-year history, and the special edition comes with an additional 5 CDs, 5 CDs, that's a lot of CDs, of music tracks, along with a Sonoka card which lets you download the main theme, Catch the Wave, onto your smartphone or tablet device. All of this is then packed into a special box which is illustrated by Keigaru, the illustrator behind the original design of Hatsune Miku. Those who have purchased the game early in Japan also got access to a 4-song theme pack DLC. So yeah, I've got to be honest, I've never been hugely into Hatsune Miku. I know a lot of people really like it, but that kind of slightly high-pitched, poppy J-pop thing isn't my thing. Fair play if it's yours, but I never got into it. My headphones are trying to escape. Frost Game is saying, game's been replaced but your playtime can't. Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, everyone send sympathy to Rick because, yeah, getting burgled is really, really awful. Green Viper's just posted a picture of his 5 CDs of Hatsune Miku music. I somehow suspected you might have acquired this. Resident SC is like, I'm not glad it's not only me. You're not a massive Miku fan either. I don't know what it is. It's not my thing. And Alpha Dog's saying, I love Vocaloids, I want to get the VR game. Yeah, the VR game really baffles me. There's a lot of these kind of idol singer Vocaloid VR games from Japan. And there's DLC where you can get glow sticks and wristbands and stuff for your digital avatar. And literally all you're doing in the game is standing there listening to a virtual concert. So it's not even really a game. I'm confused. Very confused. Oh well. Let's have some music then. So, from Hatsune Miku Project Diva Megamix, we've got 39 music! Exclamation point. And then from Hatsune Miku Project Diva F, the MMORPG Addict's Anthem. I have a reason for picking that. It's because I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy XIV recently. Some friends got me into it. And I just hit level 50 yesterday, which is the end of the... that's the level cap for the first part of A Realm Reborn, the base game. So then, at some point, I need to get the expansions if I want to continue. Which I probably do. So I'm being kind of dragged into another MMO. Pray for me. Anyway, let's have some music. And I'll be back again after the break.
探しサボるレベル
And we are back. And that was the MMORPG Addicts Anthem from Hatsune Miku Project Diva F. And before that we had 39 Music from Project Diva Megamix. Rick's been posting some really, really nice stickers, in like holofoil stickers in the chat, and I want them. He doesn't have an online store set up at the moment, but I really want those. They are incredibly pretty. Where were we? Oh yeah, the music. Green Viper and Frost Gamer were saying the MMORPG Addicts Anthem was like, tune! I was like, okay. I only picked it because of my playing Final Fantasy XIV a lot recently. Oh well. So it's not my genre, but cool if you like it. Right. So there were games that had 10-year special editions, but let's have a look at some games which are 10 years old and don't. At least not yet. Are you paying attention, Sega? We hope you are. You're probably not, but we hope you are. So let's see if you, the chat, or you guys on Twitter, think that they would make great special editions and what sort of things you want to see included in them. So the first one I want to mention is Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. The first one not transformed. That was released on the 23rd of February in 2010. And this game brings all sorts of major Sega franchises together to race it out to see who's the best. To the best of my knowledge, when it came out it didn't come with any special editions, but you did get the edition of Banjo and Kazooie if you played the Xbox 360 version. And if you pre-ordered the game for PS3 or Xbox 360, you got a unique version of Ryo Hazuki, who's known in the game files as Ryo F, where he would already be driving his forklift truck, which under normal circumstances would only be available as part of the All-Star move. The only other bit of DLC the game saw was the addition of Metal Sonic and the Egg Hanger track. So, what do you guys think? If an anniversary edition was made, what would you like to see added to it, be it in the game or as a physical release? Obviously, you can have a steelbook and things like that. I think it'd be cool if they came with some of the like little toys, because there were a whole bunch of All-Stars Racing toys that were released. We've got one of Sonic in his car, and there was like Shadow on his bike and all sorts of things. It'd be cool if they came with one of those. Or maybe just like really tiny mini kind of micro machine sized versions of them. That'd be awesome. Green Viper's saying, I don't really need to give my opinion on this. I am curious as to what you mean by that. Greyforce saying more tracks and races. Characters that were heavily involved in the game's concept, such as Gilius added as the cross-generation lure. Yeah, some of the characters who were then introduced in the sequel coming back into the original would be pretty interesting. As a random note, British fans will be interested to know that on the manual for Sonic and All-Stars Racing, or if you look on the back of the European version, there's an advert for Alton Towers featuring the Sonic Spinball ride as it was branded back then. It's now been changed back into Spinball Whizzer, but for a while it had Sega branding and was called the Sonic Spinball. It had a giant Sonic statue in front of it. Doan's saying, maybe a Tails doll. Wrong racing game, I know, but still. No, that'd be awesome. Approved. Jamie's saying, can we talk about past anniversaries? Because I would have liked level DLC for Sonic Generations. Yeah, that would have been nice. If you play it on PC, there are quite a lot of mods where you can put... I think there's like nearly all of the daytime stages from Sonic Unleashed available as mods to play in Sonic Generations, but it's a bit of a fiddle to install it, so it's fair play if you don't want to go that route. Green Viper's saying Gilius was in all the design documents for the original Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, which is why it'd be a cool addition. But cross-porting old characters would be awesome. Yeah, it would be. And Rick's posting a whole bunch of stickers and pins and stuff. He's got some really nice ones. Yeah, you need to set up an online store, like, immediately. Frostgamer's saying soundtrack for Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing would be a must. DLC pre-included too. Yeah, I mean, I absolutely adore so much more the theme from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. I've seen Bentley Jones perform that live a couple of times, which is really, really cool. And Bentley's a really nice guy. So, get him to do, like, some remixes for it. Like, in fact, get him to remix the entire soundtrack, because that's kind of his thing, doing remixes of things. So yeah, get him to do a remix of the entire soundtrack and put it on a CD with the special edition. That'd be good. So while you guys think about what else you can include in a special edition, we're going to have a couple of tracks from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. So we've got Carnival, and then after that, because I love it so much more. Enjoy those. And I'll speak to you again after the break.
Samba, sol e carnaval.
You're listening to Radio Sega, celebrating 10 years live.
And we are back. And that was Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Bentley Jones, So Much More. And before that, from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Carnival. Yeah, I've seen Bentley perform live a couple of times. He's very good, and he's really, really sweet. So, if you get the chance to see him perform, I recommend doing so. Anyway, I've only got 10 minutes left. Next for your consideration is Resonance of Fate, also known as End of Eternity, depending on what country you're from. This game sees you playing as 3 mercenaries, Zephyr, Leanne and Vacheron, as you do odd jobs around a place called the Purification System, a huge tower called Basel, which the remnants of humanity now inhabit after a non-specified catastrophe. It was released on the 28th of January 2010. As this was a new IP, it didn't have a huge amount of advertising, and there weren't any special editions or extras included when you picked up a copy of the game. The most that was released was an art book, which was released in Japan in June 2010. You see what I mean about Japan getting all the good stuff? I mean, holy crap, guys. Oddly though, this game did get a re-release 2 years ago for the PS4 and Steam as a 4K/HD remastered version. If they'd waited 2 years, we could have had another anniversary game, and they might have actually, put some effort and advertising into it. Why, Sega? I mean, End of Eternity, Resonance of Fate is actually a pretty good game. It's a pretty decent action RPG. It takes a bit of getting used to because all the combat is gun-based as opposed to being like massive swords like you would expect from a JRPG. But it is actually very good and has a really interesting storyline. So, what do you guys think? Have you played Resonance of Fate? What did you think of it? And what would you included in a physical copy of the game or a special edition re-release? Because I'm running out of time, I'm going to just go straight into the music, and you guys can tell me what sort of things you want to see during the music break. So, from Resonance of Fate, we've got Eruption and Fighting with the Devil after that. So, enjoy those, and I'll be back after the break for Chiptune Corner. And we are back. And that was Resonance of Fate, Fighting with the Devil, and before that, Resonance of Fate, Eruption. So, on to Chiptune Corner then. Many of you will be familiar with the RKO Remix website by now, through either me or Rexy. The site specialises in remixes and arrangements of songs from Commodore 64 and Amiga. The site has also been around for a really long time, and has built up quite a library. As such, to fit in with today's theme, today's track was posted in 2010 and is a remix of a track from Space Harrier, specifically the Commodore 64 version music, which was originally composed by British musician Mark Coxey. So this is Pathologue, Space Harrier even, 2010. And, of course, my esteemed husband has posted the Rexy Mixer Drive meme. Welp. Yeah, the overrun meme. Thanks for that, love. Anyway, here is Pathologue with Space Harrier 2010. Enjoy, tell me what you think, and I'll be back after this to sign off and let Alpha Dog take over. Just to sign off. I've posted the link to tonight's chiptune in the chat, and it was Pathologue, Space Harrier 2010, and you can find it on the RKO Remix website. Don't saying I'm not hearing Space Harrier in this. It's because it's a different version of the music. It's from the Commodore 64 version, which had completely different music to the versions that were in the arcades or on the Sega consoles. Still sounds pretty good though. So thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you for the extra active chat. And coming up next we have Sega Generations with Alpha Dog 1996. And the celebrations continue on tomorrow, starting with a special new trial show. I think that starts at 4 PM UK time. Be sure to go to RadioSEGA.net for more details and the full schedule. So I've been Skyblaze, this has been The Hidden Palace here on Radio Sega. One last song from Crush 40 to close out on. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Good night everybody and take care.
You're listening to Radio Sega. 10 years live. For more details,
visit radiose.ga
/RS Live 10.